Well, do we have an interesting video for you guys today? We have another one coming out about Activision Blizzard, our favorite company to talk about right now, because like I mentioned in my last video, Activision Blizzard has quite the amount of skeletons in their closet. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that Activision especially has a bunch of skeletons in their closet regarding all different kinds of allegations, and whether it's true or not, the fact of the matter is this company and the way it acts, you couldn't help but think that it probably is true, a lot of the allegations that have come against it. Now, why am I talking about Activision Blizzard again? Well, apparently, there was just a recent interview done with a supposed employee or ex-employee of Activision Blizzard, or I don't even know if it's an ex-employee. I think it actually, yeah, no, it's an ex-employee. I apologize. It's an ex-employee of Activision Blizzard, and they came out and supposedly said that Blizzard apparently is in promotion of distorted LGBTQ culture at the company, and it's because it's due to fear. Apparently, the company and a lot of people who work there are scared of the LGBTQ community, and that they shill for it essentially out of fear. So we're going to get into this article, guys, but of course, before we do, just consider giving this video a like to push us out into the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing because we're on our way to 25,000 subscribers. It says alleged former Activision Blizzard employee claims promotion of disordered LGBTQ plus culture at company is due to fear. In an interview with Scooper and YouTuber WDW Pro, an alleged former Activision Blizzard employee going by Frosthammer was asked, how do we arrive at Blizzard of today, where if you look at, for example, the game lead on Overwatch 2, Aaron Keller, he is never seen without a rainbow-colored insignia on his shirt. How did we arrive at this point where Blizzard is now in constant virtue signaling one particular socio-cultural belief? Well, I mean, listen, that's essentially what every company's doing, right? Like, every company has decided that the LGBTQ community is the one they're going to virtue signal for. Now, you could say it's for money. You could say it's for ESG scores. You could say it's for overall cloud points online, whatever you want to say it for. Ultimately, LGBTQ is what they show for, and that's what they're always going to show for quite a while, until something else that's more oppressed, according to them, comes out that they can virtue signal for. But let's continue. Frosthammer replied, I'll say one word, fear. There's fear of being attacked internally if you aren't shown to be part of this LGBTQ culture. People have been fired. Now that I do believe. WDW Pro then asked a follow-up, is that compensation for the sins of the past, for the Cosby suite and all that? Why do they measure that to be a financially viable decision? This alleged employee responded, to be honest with you, I follow the money line on that one, and I think it's mostly having to do with the ESG score. I think it has a lot more to do with that these days. But the internal culture at Blizzard, as far as the day-to-day operations go, it's fear, he reiterated. We literally have had to create our own areas to have the ability to discuss how crazy these things have gotten. And some people have been caught on record ranting and raving just because they had a really bad day of dealing with this stuff. Certain things would get leaked and then people get fired. It's sad. Now that I believe as well, because we know that there is targeted attacks against anybody who speaks out against the LGBTQ mafia. It's just the truth. We've seen it happen all the time. We even see it happen on YouTube. You upload a video about the LGBTQ and your videos get suppressed in terms of views. It doesn't get recommended out there, especially if it's a negative topic. The algorithm is built around being able to detect stuff like that. It's just factual information at the end of the day. And it says a lot of people have been there for a lot of years and are now definitely afraid to say what's even on their minds in terms of actual design development goals, let alone what their politics are, this alleged employee continued. Now, it does kind of line up with the fact that there was reports, and remember, I made a video on this, so if you missed it, go check it out. There was a report made for their first transparency report that they by law have to do for their settlement for their allegations that they had a couple years prior. And in this transparency report, you could see that Blizzard Activision had a major problem with retaliation. Their employees really did a lot of retaliation against anybody who might have did certain people wrong. So with that being said, is it really so shocking to think that a lot of the employees are working there in fear, right? Like working there in fear of what may potentially happen if they were to speak out against the grain? Of course not. It's not something that's too shocking to me, and I think we're going to see more of this come out as time goes on. So it says, I definitely would say the guild system is still heavily in play, but you hide your colors now, he added. Activision Blizzard had made headlines recently for removing the popular streamer Nicholas Nick Merck's Cold Chef's operator bundle from Call of Duty after he reacted to a video showing demonstrators violently clashing with each other over California school board voting to recognize June as Pride Month. This Chris Puckett reacted to the video, writing, "This happened 4 blocks from my Overwatch League apartment. Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they love and live your own life. Coach Chef responded, they should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. And that's essentially it. That's all that caused this entire freaking drama that's been going on with Nick Merckx and now Tim the Tap Man and the like. Like, it's terrible. It really is. And that simple statement is what set the Call of Duty world on fire. To no surprise. I mean, if you tell the LGBTQ activist community to leave kids alone, they're gonna go absolutely insane. I don't think they know what to do when you say something like that. They just go straight to emotions. They go straight to just yelling and crying and screaming. That's what they go straight to. So again, don't be shocked if this is not going to be the last time we hear about something like this. It says a day later, Call of Duty announces they removed Nick Merckx operated bundle, writing on Twitter, due to recent events, we have removed the Nick Merckx operated bundle from the Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone store. We have focused on celebrating pride with our employees in our community. Obviously, it's all BS, ladies and gentlemen. We already knew that they were going to do that in Virtue Signal because it's the easy thing to do, right? And the fact that they literally destroyed a streamer's reputation simply to Virtue Signal for themselves to make their reputation look better, it's just absolutely insane. And it's no surprise that a major corporation is willing to let one of you take the fall for them while they try to run and hide their skeletons in their closet. So ultimately, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you would expect from Activision Blizzard. This is what you would expect from any corporation that is like Activision Blizzard. But they specifically are some of the worst people possible that I can think of in the gaming space. And I hope they get everything coming to them in terms of less sales, less profitability, less everything. I hope it comes to them strong. Even if it's a couple percent, that's a couple $1 million that they're going to lose in their pockets. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.